There comes a time in a man's life when you just gotta go get a 50 BMG to really see what is what.
The site today of a mass shooting, and this time gunfire aimed at elementary school children.
Now you're dead.
Gets it in the teen zone and he's taking up.
You might not realize it, but weapons are all around us. Sometimes on the screen, sometimes on a battlefield, or maybe in our hands. Regardless, they become pretty relevant, and some would say necessary, in our society. And just like with cars or people, weapons have also evolved. I'll be focusing mainly on guns. Let's take the Brown Bess, the musket used by the colonial army. It would fire around 3 rounds per minute due to it taking anywhere from 30 seconds to over a minute to reload. Additionally, it had a range of approximately 1,200 yards but was only effective for the first 100. Now, 250 years later, the military uses the M4 assault rifle. This fires more than 700 rounds per minute since reloading time is greatly reduced with this. It has an effective range of 500 yards and is compatible with numerous attachments like scopes, silencers, or grenade launchers.
Hello to my little friend.
The pattern of weapons getting better isn't something that is expected to stop going forward. We can expect things like higher accuracy or longer range. In 2011, a Texas-based company called Tracking Point invented the first precision-guided rifle. A special scope was attached to a modified rifle, and through the use of gyroscopes, accelerometers, Wi-Fi connectivity, and a Linux-based software, the system takes into account all the variables like wind, distance, and the user's movement and allows for the user to hit a target every time.
On one hand, it's pure science fiction. It's simply astounding. But then it's also kind of scary. I hit a target 500 yards away, bullseye, my very first try.
We're really looking at this gun for, to change the hunting experience, to give it a different dynamic. When I talked about the Wi-Fi server, there's a lot of streaming capabilities that allows co-located individuals to experience what the shooter is experiencing. It allows people to communicate. It allows you to share videos through social media, email your friends and family. So it's really for just the shooting enthusiast.
In 2016, Tracking Point bet $1 million that Taya Kyle, a novice shooter and wife of Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle, would beat NRA World Shooting Champion Bruce Pyatt. He would be using regular rifles while she would be using Tracking Point tech. Targets ranged in distance from 150 to 1,000 yards. At the end, Kyle made all 29 of her shots, while Pyatt made 11, meaning that there was a whopping 62% difference in their accuracy. This type of technology opens the door for numerous benefits and advantages. It would come in handy during high-stakes hostage situations when armed officers don't have clear shots or fear hitting civilians. For example, body cam footage from 2018 shows LAPD officers accidentally shooting a woman being held hostage by a man with a knife. This could be due to handgun inaccuracy, but with Tracking Point guns, this might be avoided in the future, and you'd get something like this.
Let the hostage go. He has nothing to do with this.
Drop the weapon! I'll blow his brains out!
Additionally, this would benefit hunters. It's not uncommon for a hunter to hit an animal in a non-vital area and give the animal a slow and painful death. Tracking Point rifles would allow them to shoot an animal in a place that would kill it quickly, so it would both save the animal a slow death and the hunter ammo. Like anything else, this comes with its costs, quite literally. Rifles with Tracking Point tech range from $7,000 to $17,000, which is insane when many other similar rifles are significantly less. Money aside, a threat to safety becomes a concern. Putting one in the hands of the wrong person could yield devastating results. Someone could shoot up a public place from very far away with more deaths thanks to improved accuracy. This problem is only amplified when larger groups are armed with future weapons, like a government. For example, according to the South China Morning Post, a company in China claims to have invented a laser rifle. Granted, it doesn't instantly vaporize people, but it can set things on fire from half a mile away. Its lithium-ion battery gives it 1,002 second shots between 100 and 500 watts. This is enough to instantly scar human tissue, ignite clothing, or knock a small drone out of the sky. I'm a little skeptical of this whole thing since it's coming from the Chinese government, but if it exists, it would only grow the divide between China's authoritarian regime and its people and violate multiple human rights. Additionally, with software now in the mix, guns like these become susceptible to hacking, Wi-Fi jammers, or EMPs. With all things considered, it's understandable why people would be mixed or doubtful of changing weaponry. But I feel humans always find ways to make things better. Our phones are now mini computers. Our video games now look less like cartoons and more lifelike. Our medicines have been keeping people alive longer and curing more diseases. Our computers went from big and boxy to sleek and efficient machines that now fit in our backpacks. We always find a way to improve. Except maybe music. But definitely with weapons. So not only do I believe that weapons have gotten better, I believe it's in our nature to continue that trend. I'm willing to bet that our militarist government, and possibly civilians, will adopt tracking point technology to improve their current arsenals once the price drops. So maybe one day, we'll finally get those lightsabers we've been dreaming about since our childhoods. Who knows?